lapha ke ePitoli. Williams Mutau Kekana Akutie Maseko Marcelo Ayende Atima Iselula Kurmina my love is free Teba home Kwena Mudiba Shalulile Temba Zone Shelam Shisha Shelela Lucas Ribeiro Oguna Bugeli Esel Kitnizege in Wabaya Bakali Abahela innings Africa La Page Africa Cup of Nations Yukrumage Abakara Frabuge or Temba Zone Kalago Guila Page Polokwane City and in morning Pela Inagio Apolisa Gorage Abakona Sapunga Matuludi Nikani Nkaki Ntofu Luciano Ofanirden Satma Pumo Oyanam Kalto Bogang Pela Onga Ipege in net Guila Engatigambe Polokwane City Bashashaba Umuka Ipolagel Nagasugi Inga Kokwage Alsusuge Futi Shalulile, Peter Shalulile, Lipagate Boxine, Masego, we Matota, Baya Pasa, Balchabal Trela, O Primotiva, Esebat Etila O Primotiva, I go Pekashaka Shell and I go Shunankani, Barway Ziba, we are Zitiva, Abaya Zgatiba, Basepulukwane, Asabe Achieve like this is in it. Equal possession, more 800 passes. Aspecala Pagay Chuba, Mamelodi Sundowns, Matuta Uzo Tinom Pempe. Otunom Pempe, in the Batabala 17. Fagagon Keloko. I will pay a shell and I go Shunankani. Pascal Nogushino Shagana Pasta Koni Canada. Ihabeno Ronan Williams. Otige Unom Pempe. Natige Tembazone, Ubone swimming pool lapa. Was it again yet? Taifana Tembazone. Marcelo Mutau Icona Bachiga Sebe Figila Mamelodi Sundowns 18 is the Polokwane City Benza Iniga Niga Bating Niga Gunige Gorage Sinda Oglampisa Yonage Polokwane City Ribeiro Paramisa Ribeiro Peter Shalulile Bilengi Shiso in loco Maunga pega usapunga jenga manje. Aspera page Pascal Nogusho. Icona. Salange move for page Temba Zone. Liatlo Lepola. Ribeiro. Ufru Shalulile. Peter Shalulile. Pakate Boxinem. Upegeno no Zinti. Age Kaintine. Ngongo Shogena Skulta. Icona. Iboge Aba Omako Tigle Season. Agatebe Pegi Wagen and Peruguti. Bazotike Benzechan Matuludi. Pakate Boxini. Sinda Oglampi Mamelodi Sundowns. Usazo hamba ke umatuludi lenta yenza yokele uhlale yenza ke ngasonke isikhathi usuka lapha ke ku right back position ukuthi khona inokungenzeka kule mzuzu nje embili esisele Grand Kekana bayamema uGrand Kekana ngathi ke babuye njengoba benjalo Rivaldo Okutie engaphakele enkundla O Primotiva Barway Ziba Pascal Nogusho phakathi eboxini Ribeiro Ebese offside Temba Zwane Kutie engaphakele enkundla Ribeiro Masego phezu kwamapali ibhola lakhe uMasego bayo lapha ke Mamelodi Sundowns ukhala ngokuthi udlaliswe kabi uRibeiro le Polokwane City wayekade aziwa ke ngelika Pule Nhlolane aphambi kokuthi ashintshe isibongo asibheka lapha enkwe eqeda ngena nje unkwe Barway Ziba khipha lapha ke Pascal Nogusho eyibhola le Mamelodi Sundowns befrage uPeter Shalulile abamtholi Ribeiro Sabenza Rodney Maphangule asame lapha ke uSapunga Uzobona uyakwena akupheka nje shele ngako Shunwenkani yePolokwane City kulo mdlalo asibheka lapha ke ibhola ke manje le Polokwane City eyindlela yarane kunomdlalo kohamba yedwa ngapha unkwe ngapha ke nenkundla ayikhona olisala lapha ke phambili ayikhona balidayisa le bhola Ribeiro amvimba ke uRibeiro ingapha nenkundla Shalulile ya shele mpahla Peter Shalulile oswenka ngediski bathi ke asiphinde ke lento Mpempe ngabe kukhona inakujajile kodwa ke sibheke lapha ya livinjiwe ke le bhola nange unikani kuthiwa ke udlaliswe kabi uye lapha ke uThembazwane ngaphambi kokuthi ke aphasele uPeter Shalulile bayakhala ke bePolokwane City bathi ke bekumele ke kube yifoul lapha kodwa ke uhlabile wadla uPeter Shalulile celebrate Mamelodi Sundowns ingathi sizoshintshwa ke isinqumo uthi I am the referee no goal uthi I am the referee no goal ifoul leya Downs isinqumo ke sikaNompempe sithi ke akulona igoli leya nange akhona amakalima uzoyoyibambela lapha ke ashona yimi othatha isinqumo Ribeiro bamvimbile nangunikani udlaliswe kabi uThembazwane waselithatha ibhola uThembazwane esengifisa ke ukubona ukuthi ngabe liphakamile yini iduku lomsizi kaNompempe ngenkathi unikani edlaliswa kabi lapha ngoba uyabona ukuthi uNompempe azange asajaje lapha nansi ke into abayifunayo beMamelodi Sundowns i-counter abangabamba ngayo ke iPolokwane City asibheke lapha ke iPolokwane City Mshebelezi sala phansi Mshebelezi vimba ke sekuvalwa amehlo nange lapha ke Terence Mashiko ebethi uzoba ke i-goal kick uNompempe ke play on yemadoda bazofuna ukudzama ke bekude abePolokwane City kodwa ke wafika nje kalula uRonan Williams Nkwe asibheke lapha ke Nkwe uyashoshela efesa kamnandi ngapha ke lenkundla kuthiwa ke umdlalo omuhle ke awuqhubeke Matuludi ufuna lapha ke Ramabu liphakathi eboxini uyalikhipha Rivaldo Okhutie phakathi eboxini Pulenga ufuna Makhanda ayikhona Kambala yamhlula Manuel Kambala Khutie engaphakela enkundla bathusi Obas oyindo Dasapunga yakuzuthi ke kuvela bani madoda lawo efuna ukuganga ke emuva sebenza lapha ke uSapunga aminitha amangaki iPolokwane City nje ilwile Mshebelezi ibhola leMamelodi Sundowns Gaston Sirino wenze njani khona lethuba liyahamba nje liphumela phezu kwamapali ibhola lakhe zozembili namanenjana iPolokwane City ifuna ke ukubambelela bathusi Obas iyona method ke manje ke le abarilaya kuyo iyo ke into abafuna ukuyenza le noma kunini umdlalo usungaphela ke noma kunini umdlalo Peter Shalulile ayikhona akazi noma ke ulibambe ngesandla noma bese kuphakeme ke iduku Sikhukhune United nayo lapha ke Kaizer Chiefs iwona mdlalo ke ozothi ke uthole uzomele ke siqoqe ke ngokusheshsha sokwazi ukuthi ke sidedele abalandela ke emva kwethu vele Khumalo omi ngomumo uzongena ezele lapha ke umdlalo waso lapha ke Isikhukhune nawo lapha ke iKaizer Chiefs mina nawe sihlangana ke kusasa emdlalweni wawo lapha ke iCape Town Spurs nawo lapha ke iCape Town City.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, it was a dramatic weekend of football action, I must say, you know, in the Dstv Premiership. Let's start with the Brazilians. Hey, the runaway leaders, Mamelodi Sundowns. Let's start with them. Sure, okay, fine. Mamelodi Sundowns, again, they've dropped points twice in succession, right? This is now they've gone 180 minutes without scoring. That is unlike Sundowns, if you ask me. That's so unlike Sundowns. Them going 108, going so long without finding the back of the net, 180 minutes. Remember against Cape Town City, they were held to a 0-0 draw. at the Cape Town Stadium, and what a game that was, to say the least. You understand? That was an incredible game of football to actually watch. Whereas, Cape Town City could have even gone on to even win that game. That particular game, Cape Town City could have even gone on to win that game. Had it just been for the final pass, the precision in the final pass, just the precision and the decisiveness in attack could have won the Citizens that game, causing the first defeat for Mamelodi Sundowns in the league this season. And the Sundowns haven't lost the league game ever since Coach Rolani has taken over. So it's been a while since they last lost the league game. As far as the last time they lost the league game was, you can go as far as when they lost 3-0 to Stellenbosch at home, or perhaps it was when they lost. They were defeated by TS Galaxy at home. It was a defeat to TS Galaxy at home. Not TS Galaxy. Supersport. Yes. Supersport United were the last team to defeat Mamelodi Sundowns. Which is now, it's like over a year since that last happened. So yeah, they have had an incredible run in the league. So yeah, Cape Town City could have almost been that first team to actually defeat Mamelodi Sundowns and end their perfect record, but they did end their 100% record now. And this is now a second consecutive goalless draw for Mamelodi Sundowns against a team, Polokwane City team that was fresh from, claiming victory over Chippa United after going 7 games winless. Ozuna getting that crucial brace, as well as coming into this one, Polokwane City were without their star man, Ozuna due to some injury concerns. So they were without their star man, and you would ask yourself, like, how will this actually affect them going forward in this game against Mamelodi Sundowns at Loftus Versfeld? So obviously in the first 45 minutes, Sundowns were dominant, okay? As expected. Yes, they were dominant as expected. But chances were far and few, to say the least. And that was, as you can see, how Polokwane City actually approached the game. They approached the game in a manner where, as you could tell, that, okay, fine, it's more of a situation where we must close down the spaces, ensure that Mamelodi Sundowns, we don't give them the spaces, make sure that we don't allow them the free time on the ball. Because if you look at how Allende, Modiba, as well as Teboho Mokoena in that middle of the park, Polokwane City's plan was like, you know what, we need to match these guys pound for pound when it comes to the ball, right? We need to make sure that they don't get as much time as possible on the ball, because if we give them a lot of time on the ball, they are going to hurt us and create as many opportunities as possible. That, you could see, was the game plan from Polokwane City to prevent that from happening, and the game plan worked. It was solid. Even seeing the fact that Van Heerden was replaced in the first half, because you could see he was not playing to what the coach actually wanted, right? Because like Van Heerden, yes, he was great in attack. You can see he's actually a great attacker, a great attacking midfielder. But the only problem with Van Heerden is that defensively he was not solid. And look, he ended up getting a very clumsy yellow card that was not even necessary. And which, understanding that Mamelodi Sundowns, you're playing against a Mamelodi Sundowns team that can actually use that to their advantage to actually force a red card out of you. Now you're playing the game under pressure. You understand? So then the coach of Polokwane City could see that, no, we need to make a change very soon, and it's very important. And they did that. And what I like about the Polokwane City coach is that he's not afraid to take big decisions like that. You understand? That was very early on in the game. It was only in the 27th minute of the first half where he actually did replace Van Heerden, bringing in Mashikinya in the first half. And yeah, from that point onwards, you could see Polokwane City's game plan did work. I mean, congratulations to them. They did have a few opportunities here and there, but they were kind of like half chances. They were not really like clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities. Mostly they were half chances, but it was not really enough to actually threaten the Mamelodi Sundowns goal, right? As for Mamelodi Sundowns in the first half, the only real opening that they had was the Khuliso Mudau when he tried the Olivier Giroud scorpion kick. That was great combination play from Mamelodi Sundowns, Themba Zwane combining with Marcelo Allende crossing the ball back into the box, but you could see that Khuliso Mudau, the ball was way behind him, so he attempted the scorpion kick, the Olivier Giroud scorpion kick, but unfortunately it didn't come to any fruition. As another thing that we can also note, it was actually a controversial game to say the least. Themba Zwane, the first controversy was the fact that Themba Zwane was in on goal. And what appeared to be a foul was not actually given, right? It did appear to actually be a foul from behind. But eventually it was actually not given by the referee. So that was basically a controversial decision. But nevertheless, maybe it's a 50-50 to say the least, because they did look to be some contact, but it was not really enough to actually convince the referee to say, okay, you know what, that's actually a foul, a clear-cut foul, maybe a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity whatsoever. But then from that point onwards, like I said, Sundowns were in cruise control of the game. And yeah, Polokwane City, congratulations once again to them, because even in the second half, Sundowns did struggle. Right, they did create a lot of opportunities. We saw Teboho Mokwena's free kick being saved by the Polokwane City goalkeeper. Ribeiro was in the thick of things once again, setting up Thapelo Maseko, but the winger could have done better, with his shot. But yes, I guess the angle was a bit acute, so it was difficult for him to find the target, but you would expect him to at least keep the ball down. That was great work once again from Ribeiro. He has been, for me, from the Mamelodi Sundowns team, he has been the most lively of all the players in the squad. Despite the fact that most of them did have a good game, a solid encounter. Aubrey Modiba also did have a solid game. But then, Ribeiro Costa was the one player that was so lively for Mamelodi Sundowns, and he did create so many openings that, they could have punished Polokwane City, and actually get that goal, but they did struggle to do so. Eventually, they did find the back of the net. Once again, Ribeiro added. Polokwane City giving away possession carelessly once again, which was a very careless back pass. Under no sort of pressure whatsoever. Ribeiro capitalizing on that, making a run, drafting into the box, only for the defender to take it away from him. But as you could see, Themba Zwane did foul the defender. That was a clear foul. That's not a doubt. Without any reasonable doubt, Mshishi did, impede the Polokwane City defender, which did, eventually lead up to the goal, which was scored by Peter Shalulile. But I don't understand, why did it take the officials so long to rule out that goal? There was no need actually for a consultation between the referee and the officials, the linesman. It should have just been called immediately for the foul. He should have just raised his flag in demonstration of the fact that, look, it's not supposed to be a goal. This is a clear foul. You understand? It's a clear foul. So, yes, Mamelodi Sundowns hard done by, but yeah, that was a clear foul by Themba Zwane, which eventually led to the goal being disallowed, which was scored by informed Peter Shalulile. That was a clear foul, to say the least. And honestly speaking, whenever Sundowns, I think this is a lesson to them that, look, you can't always win by cheating. You can't always be winning by cheating. Remember, Sundowns have been benefiting from officials' errors for so long. Against AmaZulu, when AmaZulu did eventually get an equalizer in that 1-0 victory that they undeservedly so, AmaZulu were robbed in broad daylight. That was a clear goal. There was no offside. At all, there was no offside. That was a clear goal. Even the game against Kaizer Chiefs, the second leg of the MTN 8 semi-final. When Thapelo Maseko actually clearly kicked Mduduzi Mdantsane, but it was not given as a penalty. And the referee was standing right there in front of the action, but it was not given as a penalty. So, if ever, Mamelodi Sundowns, especially what Rolani Mokwena said, South African football is in trouble, I think that is very hypocritical of him to actually say that, because, look, Sundowns has been benefiting so many times from officiating errors, and whenever his team is the one that benefits, he doesn't say, oh, South African football is in trouble. But now when decisions go against his team, rightful decisions to say the least, Now it's all of a sudden, hey, South African football this, South African football that. No, that's just a pathetic and lame excuse, to say the least. Very pathetic, And unfortunately, that's a draw for Mamelodi Sundowns. Yes, 180 minutes or more without finding the back of the net. That's unlike Mamelodi Sundowns. They are now 6 points ahead of SuperSport United, who surprisingly lost 3-1 to the Natal Rich Boys. We'll get to that one very soon. And they're also now, as for Polokwane City now dropped to 9th position, despite the fact that they did get 4 points in, 2 games. Remember, they did win away to Chippa United, and now they got a point away to Mamelodi Sundowns. So, hey, a pretty decent run away from home for Polokwane City, because remember, Polokwane City haven't had a great away record so far this season. So, pretty decent for them, to say the least. Although they dropped to 9th position, level with TS Galaxy. Unfortunately, they were just leapfrogged by TS Galaxy, who did claim a convincing 2-0 victory over Chippa United. Inflicting further misery on the Chile boys. You understand? So, yeah. Unfortunately, TS Galaxy, remember, have got a better head-to-head record. They've got a better goal difference compared to Rise and Shine. So that's why Rise and Shine dropped to 9th on the position, on the log. Okay. Let's head straight to Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane. PLK. We're heading straight to the north side. Straight to the north side. PLK. Sekhukhune 1, Kaizer Chiefs 1. This game. Look, Kaizer Chiefs came into this game making 2 changes, right? They were on a high, winning 3 consecutive games. So obviously they were willing to make it 4. And remember, with Kaizer Chiefs, a win for them in this particular encounter could have seen them go all the way up to 3rd or 4th, depending on how many goals they scored, depending on the margin of victory, right? And then also as for Sekhukhune, victory for them would have seen them go all the way to 10th position on the log. From 14th position to 10th. Imagine what 3 points can just do. Just getting a victory can change so much. You understand? For both of these teams. So victory was inevitable. Victory was a must for both of these clubs. It's a 6-pointer. This was a massive 6-pointer for both of these clubs. With that being said, Kaizer Chiefs wanting to continue their perfect record of winning 3 consecutive games, wanting to make it their 4th consecutive victory. But then it was never going to be easy against Babina Noko. Right, so Kaizer Chiefs did make 2 changes. The return of Ashley Dupree, coming in for Ashley Dupree, as well as Jason Gonzalez, are both starting the game. Right, so no, I meant to say Ashley Dupree as well as Sibongiseni Mthethwa did return to the squad, which saw obviously Edson Castillo as well as Christian Saile dropping. Christian Saile dropping to the bench, and Edson Castillo was not even part of the match day squad. So, yeah, those were the 2 changes from Kaizer Chiefs. And how the game actually went is that it was a great game of football to actually watch. Kaizer Chiefs were dominant in the first half, but they made a lot of mistakes. So many careless mistakes that almost led to a goal. Sekhukhune nearly scored, guys. Sekhukhune nearly scored. Give credit to Bruce Vuma, for making that save, denying Mukwana. That was a great save. And Ed Milson was caught in no man's land. The ball almost ricocheted of him into his own net. But again, great reflexes from Bruce Vuma. Great reflexes from him. That was a great, reaction out of him. Like, actually saving that ball from crossing the line. That was so wonderful to see. And look, Bruce Vuma is a man high on confidence, keeping 3 clean sheets in a row. That's a man who's high on confidence. But he was hard done by, that was a great goal by Sekhukhune, but that was an offside, to say the least. Elias Mukwana was in an offside position. Great cross from Kamohole Mukojo, great cross from him. Elias Mukwana getting his 3rd league goal of the season by actually heading the ball to give Babina Noko the lead right on the brink of halftime. You understand? That was a great goal, although it was offside because he was coming from an offside position. So I don't understand how the officials did not call that, how they did not see that. But As part of football, poor officiating once again in our league, which is bringing so much of a disgrace to our league, to our football in our country. And another thing that I can also, with what I can say, Kaizer Chiefs played so well. They dominated the ball. They created so many chances. Particularly the first real opportunity that we saw in the game fell to Ashley Dupree. That was great pace from him, showing his pace, showing his quality. But look, that was a bit of selfish play. He tried to go on the near post from a very acute angle. But look, Jason Gonzalez was open. Jason Gonzalez came, he offered support. As to why he did not cut the ball back, and give the pass to Jason Gonzalez, I don't know why. But look, Dupree is a player on confidence. He's a player who can make things happen for Kaizer Chiefs. He just returned from injury, so he would love to make a mark for the Glamour Boys following that lengthy spell on the sidelines, right? And from that point onwards, Kaizer Chiefs going into the break, a goal down, they had to reshuffle things. And that's what we saw with Coach Kevin Johnson. He did that needlessly, replacing Jason Gonzalez for Christian Saile. And again, Saile, immediate impact. Finding himself unmarked in the box. No pressure, under no sort of pressure whatsoever. He was unmarked. But again, Saile, no lack of composure. He should have shown more composure. He really should have shown more composure. You understand? That's the problem with Saile. He's got the pace, he's got the speed, but he's a game changer by nature. But composure in front of goal. He didn't have to rush that effort. That should have been an equalizer. He should have scored. He should have scored that goal. But because of lack of calmness, lack of composure in front of goal is what let him down. That was supposed to be a goal. He should have put Kaizer Chiefs. That should have been the equalizer. And again, Kaizer Chiefs, that's what let them down in this game. Not capitalizing on the chances that they created. And look, give credit to Sekhukhune. This point does so much good for them. Remember now they've climbed, two spots above. A draw does not do anything for Kaizer Chiefs in this one. Remember, Kaizer Chiefs now, they needed all 3 points. So that the draw from this game only keeps them in 6th with 24 points. You understand? 24 points, 5 points behind second place SuperSport United. You understand? So 3 points is very important. It's very important if Kaizer Chiefs are to get their season back on track. They really need to do much better. They need to really capitalize more on the chances. And look, great goal by Ranga Chivaviro, to say the least. That was a great goal. Stunning goal. That's goal of the season. Goal of the season. Ranga Chivaviro. That's his second goal for Kaizer Chiefs, to say the least. What a goal that was. It's something out of nothing eventually, because you could see the chance was already gone for Kaizer Chiefs. Mart just like shooting the ball front, playing the ball forward. Saile, just that one touch. Ranga Chivaviro, first time. That's unbelievable technique, to say the least. It's just unbelievable. What a great goal that was. Great goal, to say the least. Nevertheless, that's goal of the season. Great goal. In the 81st minute, giving Kaizer Chiefs a lifeline. A draw, scoring the equalizer for Amakosi. It's better than nothing, to say the least. Coach Kevin Johnson, 7 games, 4 victories, 2 defeats, 1 draw. Not bad, to say the least. Not bad. You can see that now he's the ship is going in the right direction. But there's still a lot of work to be done. From a Kaizer Chiefs perspective, there's a lot of work to be done. Such as playing back passes unnecessarily. Especially when you're not even under any sort of pressure whatsoever. There's no need to be playing back passes. Especially when you're under no sort of pressure. Lack of urgency. Again, Kaizer Chiefs need to improve on that. Secondly, lack of urgency. There's no sense of urgency in terms of their play. Yes, they are dominating. They are keeping the ball. Yes, that's good. But they must have more. They must have more sense of urgency in terms of attacking. It shouldn't be a situation when they are now behind in the game. That's when you start to see more urgency. No. It should be from the first whistle, from the very first minute till the very last. Number 3, capitalize on your chances. Capitalize on your chances. Be more calm, be more composed in front of goal. What I can say where Kaizer Chiefs have really improved a lot based on the performance in this game against Polokwane United is that Kaizer Chiefs players, they've developed an understanding amongst themselves, amongst one another. There's a clear understanding amongst the players. They trust one another. The way they are able to combine with one another, the way they are able to spread those passes, the way they are able to actually create an opening. Yeah, that's an improvement. The understanding amongst these players is now, you can see this, it's developing. It's actually enhancing, it's improving. And those are encouraging signs for Amakosi. But like I said, they must have more sense of urgency and they must stop playing back passes, as well as they need to capitalize more on their chances. Because the more chances they continue missing, then it's going to be a serious problem. Even in the first half, like I said, another example, Given Msimango. But look, Given Msimango had a great game. That was a great performance from the former TS Galaxy captain. He had a great game, stellar performance. That one opportunity that he had in the first half, he should have done better. I understand that he's a defender. But look, I think he should finish that one off. He should put that one in the back of the net or hit the target. I think it's a matter of the fact that he just didn't open his body up. He just didn't open his body. That's why that goal, he ended up hitting that ball wayward. It was way off target. Great work by Ashley Dupree on the left-hand side, actually creating that opportunity. Great work by Ashley Dupree. You understand? Eliminating 2 defenders and actually crossing that ball into the dangerous area. Given Simango could have done better. Yes, I understand he's a defender, but at least he should be hitting the target from there. He should be hitting the target. But nevertheless, he had a great game. Great game by Given Simango once again. Also, Mshini, great game by him. It's just also himself as well. Set-piece delivery is also a problem for Kaizer Chiefs to mention. Set-piece delivery is also a problem. Their set-piece deliveries have been very wayward. That's also another thing they need to work on in training. Set-piece delivery. And last but not least, defense. Stop leaving spaces. Don't leave too many spaces in between y'all. Because that's how the goal was scored. Ed Milson should have been closer to Mkwana. Ed Milson was far away from the striker. He should have been more close to the striker. He was supposed to be closer to Mkwana, actually making life difficult for him not to actually get a clean header on that ball, because that was a clean header and a great goal. Bruce Vuma, he tried everything he could, but unfortunately he could not reach in time. That was a great goal by Mkwana. Now he has even exceeded his tally from last season. Elias Mukwana. Remember, Elias Mukwana scored only 1 goal. He only registered 1 goal in 26 appearances last season. Now he has 3 in 13 appearances this season. So he has exceeded, his tally from last season. And it's a much better season for him, So, yeah, again, Pule Modi, wonderful performance, deserved man of the match. He put up a stellar performance, did Pule Modi. It's a player who you can see is really playing for the badge. But nevertheless, guys, that was a good performance by Kaizer Chiefs. But there's a lot of work to be done. They still need to improve on a lot of things. And I just mentioned them. They still really need to improve on a lot of things. A point is not bad. 10 points in 4 games. It's pretty solid. Compared to the disastrous start they've had to the season. It's pretty solid. There's momentum. They're heading in the right direction. And hopefully they can continue with this level of momentum and consistency going forward. Congratulations to Pule Modi for man of the match. Happy New Year in advance to the Kaizer Chiefs fans, players, staff members, etc. Happy New Year to Polokwane United fans, the staff, the coaches, the players, etc. Compliments to all of y'all. Hopefully these teams can come back stronger in the new year as well as Kaizer Chiefs, especially Kaizer Chiefs. You know, at least now it's 4 matches unbeaten. Hopefully they can continue like this. You know, had they started the season like this, had they begun their season like this, they could have been very far. They could have been challenging Mamelodi Sundowns for the title. You know, but momentum is with them though. You know, they didn't lose the game. They were still able to manage a point. Great goal once again by Chivaviro. That's definitely, you know, goal of the season. Definitely goal of the season.
Jawabona ke lapha ke ukhona ke uLena kanti ke uBadra lapha na ke ebenchini uBadra Sangare ephambili khona ke mfana ke wase Nigeria yena ke lapha na ke uChibuku Ohizu onamsezini kodwa ke una 70 games namhlanje Ohizu una 20 goals kuyona ke lapha ngapha khona ke mkhwenya lapha ke uBruce Vuma 18 kanti ke emuva khona ke uRifuse ke uphele ke umdlalo jawabona ke badala ke i4-3-3 emuva khona ke uNTN Mokwana ngapha kwamakhosi badlala naye futhi ke fona fake ibhanji yena ke lapha ke uCalvin Johnson kuyona ke iKaizer Chiefs sesibheka lapha ke uNompempe yena ke lapha ke ukhuma uqala ke umdlalo sesibheka lapha ke uNompempe ukuthi aqale ke umdlalo ukhumalo suka la hlala ke sibheka lapha ke uHlanti Hamza kakhulu ke ibhola lapha yena ke uHlanti engamakiwe naye njengalapha yena ngoNqobo uthola i-free kick Wilphakamisa ke John Engozi khona kick yesibili yena ke lapha ke uBart cishe ke umkhonto ke ugwaze ekhaya lapha kena ke uMart Wilphakamisa ke uSithole ngamakhanda goal kick Thembi ibhola bangalathi lapha ke Kaizer waqala ke emuva baye lapha ke phambili siphela lapha ke Dupri nansi lithuba ngale ithuba madoda sebenza ke lapha yena ke uLena TNT bayamthola ke uTNT zama ukushaya ke uTNT yakashaya ya bright madoda uva badala iquality enganasidingo njengoba bezamile lapha yena ke uTNT wadive ke mkhwenyana uTNT ethola ngapha ke yena ke uSkesh uya phambili ngendlovu yangena ke uSkesh ibhola yalifaka sebenza no she khona bebuta leqa ke golani fanele ke elinye ithuba kodwa lela ake silibheke lapho isithombe sihle ke lesimukeli uzozibonela nawe cishe ke mkhonto ukwazi ekhaya leqa ke golani phayena ke uHlanti ukuthi bangamnikezi ke yellow card sibheka ngapha ke ibhola kuyena lapha ke uSkesh Ncube vele bani sithola ibhola elivimba ke lapha yena ke Bruce Modi uyaphambili ngejubana ke uMart weliphakamisa ke uModi ke ithuba sebenza ugoalkeeper yena ke lapha ke uLena yena ke uBaloyi Dupri Jega mnandi ke Dupri Shaya khona ke ithuba Msimango madoda azange bakhulume umsima ngabenala lapha ke uDove lebhola ake sibheke lebhola engikhuluma ngalo mbukeli uyaliyeka nje lebhola lapha yena ke umsima liya kuDove njengobona ke uyalibridge lebhola uyaliyeka nje uDove ube nethuba engcono kunayo lapha ke umsima kodwa shanje ibhola ibheke nje leta ke pass ke uDove thola kufuna lapha ke uModi ubheke uGonzalez ball vimba ngapha ke uLena Dupre Zamushaya Modi ball vimba goalkeeper ball phakamisa ke Mukojo Ohizu lakha Bashumzwandoda Elise ibhola lapha elayo ke Situkune United zetha ihlathi kubalandeli bamakhosi iyamba phambili Situkune United ngegoli elilodwa eqandeni wadive waphelela uvuma eMokaba Stadium Situkune United 1 Kaizer Chiefs not sibhekela lapha ke mbukeli enhle lapha ke header eyakhe lapha ke uMokwana Shaiko lakhe lesibili manje bethe neKaizer Chiefs. Yina-ke laphana ke Polokwane phakama ke Polokwane. La ku first pole wadive waphela. Lakhala ke enetshini ibhola ke. Welikeze ke Sayile. Uya phambili ngejubana ke uSayile. Mana ke thuba lamakhosi. Madoda. Angazi le bhola ke ubekhethela kanjani lapha yena ke uNcobo. Ushanje ibhola libheke nje leta Ncobo. Sibheke uMart. 3 against 3. Mart nakhula ukuphasa madoda nangu yedwa kweside. Mart unethuba lokukhasela. Goal kick. Mbeke yazama lapha yena ke uMart. Owadlala lapha ke 29 games kusona ke isikhukhune. Waskora ke 3 goals. Namhlanje la kumakhosi namhlanje ke 52 games. Ngeza ke uModi. Uthola lapha yena ke uMart. Uyedwa ngapha ke uSandi shake cross ke uSandi. Mala ke ithuba. Yebo toto. Usayile ngisakupraise ukuthi ke ungena wenza umehluko. Anzi Sayile. Ukuthela ngamanzi mbukele ukuthi ke ungajahi uyalitrapa la bhola. Njengoba uyalitrapa la bhola ke unikeza nje ithuba ukuthi mhlambe elibhande bese ke ukhulula ngo left lapha. Manje usuke wajaha lapha yena ke uSayile. Iyamaka ngempela mbukela lapha yona ke isikhukhune United. Modi. Goal kick. Dige una 4 goals ke kona ke amakhosi. Washake 2 goals ke bashamazulu ngo 3-0. Uphinde waskora ke lapha yena ke bashake Stellenbosch ngo 2-0. Garike kuthele kuskora ke le nkundla bashake Polokwane City ngo 1-0. Weliphakamisa ke usithole elivimba kwemkhwenyana. Uthola ke uDupri. Sayile. Uyedwa ngapha ke Modi. Ngobo. Bemvimba phena ke uyamba. Khona kushona ke isikhukhune mahlana makhona kick. Ebhodini isikhukhune United 1. Kaizer Chiefs. Ulazanga bodi ke kuthiwa offside. Wa celebrate nangabona kuthiwa offside. Welphakam uNTNT madoda. Phamza kakhulu ke ibhola lapha yena kuNTNT. Athu elandelayo ke. Yena amaqembu omabili. Zama ukushaya lapha ke Ncobo. Khona weliphakamisa ke uModi. Clock trap ibhola ke uSayile madoda. Mart. Sayile. Chivaviro. No shay. Bega phakathi ke ibhola lapha ke elihle. Elakhe lapha ke Chivaviro. Pa. Elotha ngale. Ushaya igoli lakhe lesibili. Lapha ke iCape Town Space ngo 3-2. Nange shaya igoli ke lapha ke ingcwenga yento mbukeli. Ingcwenga yento lela bhola ke mawuyinkomo ngeke ulikwazi ukucontrol la bhola. Icontrol nje yakhe lapha ke uChivaviro. Elibeke nethini bhola kunzima ukushaya la bhola lizobhampa la phambi kwakho mbukeli. Ungashayina ngeshoti olibeke nethini. Na amakhosi ezofaka amanzi endlini madoda. Weba wasebenza lapha ke uModi. Akasuka ingozi. Mala ke thuba Ohizu umuntu. Hey. Bana maphutha lapha emuva abadlali bamakhosi. Weliphakamisa ke Weba. Ngamakhanda. Wafika la inzima first game yakhe uyamba uthola ke red card. Bethela ke neMaritzburg United lapha eRikwala. Thulo kugcina ngci Chivaviro wakamapiliti. Kodlayo ukuthi ke 24 years kumdlalo wokugcina ke onyakeni bangashayo. Abagcina ukushaya ke ngo1999 beshaya ke iMamelodi Sundowns. Phela kanjalo ke umdlalo ke la ePeter Mokaba Stadium mbukeli.